Ladies and gentlemen, joining us now is an absolute legend in the golfing world. Traveled out here to Indianapolis, Indiana, to not only chit-chat about an event that's happening in August here, but also to go see the Indiana Fever.
Ooh.
A guy that everybody wants to be friends with. A guy that is currently the captain of the Range Goats Golf Club in LIV Golf. Two-time Masters champion. Ladies and gentlemen, Bubba Watson!
We gotta get you a
Bubba head?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I will actually. The pink driver, whenever it came into existence, we all loved it. Electrifying. Because you were hitting the shit out of that thing with no swing coach, right? Wasn't that the big story?
Lessons.
That's still the same story?
Yeah, still the same thing. I can't afford a lesson, man. I can't. They're expensive.
I think now you can. Yeah. We all, yeah.
But just for the record, if it was $100 million or whatever y'all said yesterday,
Yeah.
I watched your show. So whatever y'all said yesterday, if it was $100+ million, I wouldn't even have read the contract. I would have signed that thing so fast. So it wasn't even near $100 million.
Okay,
Forget
so
hundreds. It wasn't even close to.
So
100.
real quick, so were all of those numbers gassed up a little bit, you think?
Well, the internet's not always true.
What?
Oh, well,
Yes,
yeah,
weird.
certainly.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
Hey, and by the way, I really want to talk to you about this. He wasn't eating that popcorn.
What?
Whoa!
He
Bubba.
He's on the show tomorrow. You don't want that smoke, brother.
Yeah, y'all bumped me for him. I come in a day early.
He did, yeah, you're 100%
I would have
right.
bumped me too for him.
Yeah,
but-
Bubba was supposed to be on the show tomorrow. Bubba made an earlier trip. We
man.
got Tom Cruise, Bubba. It's going to be a little bit. He is certainly eating that
No,
pop.
there is no chance he's eating. That's why the first fell, because he hit his mouth. He closed his mouth early and it fell, and then you could tell that wasn't. His hand never moved open. He was.
No! What are you talking about? He was just like Q Rich. Q Rich said once he kind of figures out the room.
Muscle memory.
And the wind, then he'll figure it out. He was just trying to figure out the room right there.
That's that movie magic. You don't look like good at 82. What? How old is he? 62? 82. 60 something.
You didn't watch your
Bubba,
mouth.
yeah. I honestly, I want to remove myself from this stage, to be completely honest, but I won't.
He doesn't have 100 million, but it's close. All right, Bubba, let's talk about it. Let's talk
Okay.
about the golf.
Let's do it. Scottie Scheffler is the man.
Okay. So,
Boring. He's boring. But
No,
he's
I
the
don't
man.
think so. I think his game is so good. It takes up for everything else.
I know.
Also,
but wouldn't you love it if he just started yelling at people?
we got to fuck you out of him.
Barry
Yeah.
Sanders.
We got to fuck you out of him on the hat throw afterwards.
Yep.
I think it's because his driver was not doing well. I think he feels like he probably grinded out that Sunday at Quail Hollow. But how long do the people in the golf world, you guys, do you talk about him GOAT stat? Like, when does that start happening? Because obviously you got Jack, you got Tiger, and then Scottie is the conversation at this point. What does he need to improve? What does he need to do? And why is he so good? Is it just his ability to focus? What is the difference?
Well, first of all, I think that, he's only been around, 4 years as a pro? So he's got 16, 12, 18 wins, whatever he's got. So I think he's getting there to the GOAT status. He's gaining on it, but he's still got a long way to go. I think his year last year, when you count even the event he had in Vegas, 9 wins, I think that was the best year we've ever seen as a golfer. With the competition around the world now, the world's playing. So, yeah, I think he's definitely on his way to GOAT status, but he's still got a long way to go. I mean, you got to get to 80-some-odd wins, right? So, and what was the other part you said?
Why is he so good? It's just his ability to
I
concentrate?
think his ability to, he trusts himself. He's only focused on golf. He has a great man on the bag, Teddy, who caddied for me for 15 years. And then he believes in himself. He putts unbelievable. But his ball striking, he's swaying on the ball. He's doing all this stuff, but he knows what his golf swing is. He knows what he wants to do, and he's not, like I said, he's boring. He's playing boring golf, so his heart rate is just staying right here, even under pressure.
So he started pulling a driver a little bit, and then we heard Saturday night he stayed. He had a 5-stroke lead, and he stayed for multiple hours fixing his grip. Are you guys constantly adjusting things during the tournament? How normal is that?
Well, I think for him, he came out and said that his driver was tested as well. And so I think putting in a new driver, your baby is now gone. So he's trying to figure it out. And every time you put a new grip on or a new shaft in there, it doesn't line up the way you want it to. You haven't got the grip worn in the way you want to. So he's trying to figure it out, knowing that Sunday is going to be one of the hardest rounds that he's going to face, right? I mean, he even came back to tied for the lead. They went back up to leading. So it's a hard round of golf. When you know you're winning that big, how do you stay focused and committed and not try to just par, right?
Yes.
He has to attack.
Yeah, and he does. He continues in on 18. He puts one to like 4 feet or whatever with the water to the left. He had already locked it up because Rahm had his run, and then he kind of disappears 16, 17, and 18. A lot of conversation about Rahm is you guys only play 54 holes at LIV. It's a little bit different. Is it different, like having a Sunday for Rahm? Because Rahm mentioned afterwards, he was like, I haven't felt that in a long time. I haven't felt that type of thing. Because obviously LIV, different style of golf, different form of golf, different environment of golf. I can't wait to talk to you about what the future is, you guys all think, for LIV that are in it and living it. But do you think that is a little bit working against some of the LIV guys, those Sunday days, and how long these tournaments are?
No, I think what I got from Rahm's interview was more of he loved the chase. When you get in a major, it's different than any other event in the world. I mean, you're playing all around the world. You're playing on the PGA Tour, but a major is different. You're dealing with you're fighting yourself because you're thinking about interviews. You're thinking about this could be my next major. This could be my first major, my 8th major, whatever it is. And so you're thinking about that. And then when you're thinking about chasing, he had to attack 17, especially after you bogeyed 16. So it's a birdie double. I mean, that's how fine line it was. So I don't think it was anything of energy. I mean, he works out. He's young. It's just one of those things where that wasn't his day. That wasn't his last few holes.
It was awesome to watch Rahm back in there, DeChambeau back in there.
Yeah.
It was nice to see the big names. How do you think LIV has gone? How have you enjoyed your experience with LIV? Because we can talk about it from a golf fan's perspective, where the majors, it's awesome to see everybody back together. I assume you guys have similar thoughts about it all?
Yeah, for sure. When I looked at it from a business standpoint, the contract and where LIV wants to be in 10 years, it goes back to yesterday, your point. Your point was talking about it's a new business. I mean, this is a new adventure. Most businesses aren't successful after a few years, and so you have to have the growing pains. You have to develop, and we're a worldwide. We're F1 racing. We're worldwide sport. We're trying to bring golf to the masses around the world. PGA Tour. We're not fighting with the PGA Tour. The PGA Tour is America. It's PGA Tour, and we're trying to bring around the world. Everybody's watching around the world. Just U.S. hasn't got in there yet. And when you think of F1 with the team aspect, where you're playing against your teammate, but also you're trying to win the Constructors' Cup, that's the same thing we're trying to do. The Range Goats are trying to win the championship, but also you're trying to win individually.
I enjoy the team aspect of it. I enjoy the team aspect of it. I think you guys got sick merch too. Range Goats, great name.
Well, we actually put some thought into it. The golf ball, the golf tee is the
I like that. Good touch.
and then you
Like
got
swamp rabbits.
Then you got that's the irons, if you can see.
bits?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, the bits, yeah.
And then you got hooks and slices as the horns.
Oh.
And then you got the rough is like the goatee. We actually think about
Wow. Good logo, Bubba.
Yeah.
Good logo, Bubba.
and then when you think of GOAT, we think of greatest of all time. And for me, it's twofold. I had going through some mental struggles. So it's grow on a team, and then it's golfers on a team. So GOAT stands for something else to me. And then a driving range was the funny part, because the range is like where I don't like to go. I like to go play golf. So I hate going to the driving range. So it just tied in some funny parts as part of the team logo. And
you talked about some mental stuff. What was that? I assume golf is a tough game. I was a punter, obviously, kicker in college. A lot of in between the years. I think pitchers experience a similar type thing. It's a lot of...
Or shooting a free throw.
Yeah, free throw. It's a lot of in between the years. Is that what you're talking about, mental stuff?
100%. And my struggle was I was putting when I played golf in 24 hours of Golf Channel, when I was playing golf and I'd shoot bad, it made me think of they were judging me as a person, because I shot 75 or I double bogeyed the last hole to lose, or I triple bogeyed one of the holes. And so I was letting that define who Bubba Watson was. And so I was going the wrong way. It took many years. It wasn't overnight. It was started from like 2009 all the way up to like 2014. And I went from 200 pounds to 160 pounds. So I went to the doctor. I did all these tests, and the doctor said, "There's nothing wrong with you." And I said, "Well, there is. Look at me." And it was just anxieties and stress were eating me alive. And I was eating foods. I wasn't changing my diet, but I was losing weight. And that's when we realized I was just battling anxieties and stress and letting golf dictate who I was as a person.
Yeah, control your happiness.
Yeah.
The outcome of something that might be out of your control in this entire thing. Did you have imposter syndrome out there? You think that led to
I
it?
faked it, you're saying?
No, do you like imposter syndrome is whenever you you basically think to yourself, I don't deserve what I am currently doing right now. You start to question whether or not you're supposed to be where you are.
For sure, 100%. You think about all
I had that. I want to let you know. I had that
right
as a punter. I have that on a very regular basis in this current life. It is something I think a lot of people battle with.
I think we all do it, right? Especially as men, because men don't want. The first thing I had to do is when I fell to my knees, when I finally realized I have to change, I went to my wife. In 21 years of marriage, I had to go tell her the truth, right? Like, I mean, she knows everything about me, like 98%, you know? Like, and so you have to tell her the truth, who you are. You're weak. You're not this man, this great man that everybody thinks you are or you think you are. You're weak. And so I had to go and talk to her and share her my true feelings and my thoughts. And then I had to go talk to Teddy. Teddy was on my bag at that time. Now it's better gig with Scheffler, but
I think everybody goes through it, brother.
Right, and so that's what I'm saying. I think as in men in general have that problem.
Come on, way to battle.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
not easy, man.
No.
That is not easy, especially in the sport of golf. I've actually given up the game. So has Connor.
Yeah.
Connor,
Well,
Connor,
I don't know. You got that new swing now. Whatever
Oh,
whatever that elbow thing was, that was
I
terrible.
got a pool,
No,
brother.
man.
I got a pool, brother.
Oh,
What are
my
you
God.
talking about? Listen,
In the pocket, you got the video.
Change.
Oh, man.
I watched that video. Good social
Right out the
media.
pocket.
Thank you, AJ. AJ
No,
gets it.
get in the slot. You got to get in the slot.
I'm out here and then
Whatever the hell that means.
pooling.
Yeah, whatever that is.
What's your guys' deal?
You don't pull with this, man. This is I'm even showing you righty, and this is what you come through with. This just going to react to it.
God, I hate the sport.
Thought you had it.
I thought I figured out. Watch this. Look at this. Look, can you put it up back here? Look at it, just like me. They're pulling.
Yeah, but what's leading it? The shoulder. That front shoulder's leading it all.
So I'm pulling. I'm pulling like when I'm axing a
Don't
tree.
do that. Put them wrists down a
got
little
it.
bit. Yeah, it's too far out.
I see. What's the
The golfer.
Kiwasham?
Yeah, with the
I know,
massive
yeah.
Japanese fella, I
yeah.
believe. The shallow
smooth.
swing.
So
Have you ever
smooth.
seen this guy?
He's
Instagram.
Dog.
Bubba.
You haven't told me a name yet.
Well, that's the issue, man. I know.
Some Japanese guy.
He's a Japanese guy.
Oh, okay.
He's at a driving range. And he-
Which is not just a driving range, mountains.
Beautifully lit.
Yeah, gorgeous.
And then every time he just has this nice, smooth, just like easy swing, and it's a draw
Shot.
every time into the
Piping it.
sky.
Yeah.
He's so cool. And then he says, just do the shallow swing. It's like, I'm trying, brother. Okay, I'll watch every video you got. I watch this PGA Tour one. I need to pull that thing into here, Bubba. You want no lessons? No lessons?
No lessons. I
So
learned
do you
it.
think that's potentially a part of the problem that you were having? Because I think you rely on your fundamentals in the high pressure moments.
I think if you look at the greatest golfers, right? I think that they have something unique. Arnold Palmer, you're not going to teach Arnold Palmer swing. You're going to teach Jack Nicklaus swing. Scottie Scheffler, you're not going to teach that. And I think there is some robots. We'll call them robots on golf swings. Nick Faldo was one who was very good. He could get in that robotic mood and just play golf to the best ability. But like Scottie Scheffler, I mean, he's moving everywhere. His feet are dancing everywhere, but you don't teach that. That's kind of self-taught, but then he's worked on the fine details.
We are wrapping up here on ESPN. We'll continue on YouTube, ESPN Plus, Disney Plus with Bubba Watson, an absolute legend. And remember, Tom Cruise is on the show tomorrow. Bubba got bumped to today for Tom Cruise tomorrow.
Yep.
Everybody understands. Be a friend, tell a friend something nice. Might change their life. Goodbye. All right, we're still live, obviously. Okay, so what do I need to work on, you think? I don't want to quit the sport entirely. Okay, I like the sport. At one point, it was my goal to work enough. All the boys can become rich.
Got a bet.
I can disappear. Yeah, I got a 30-year bet with this guy. I got a 30-year bet with this guy.
30-year
See what
bet.
Bubba thinks about that, yeah.
He owes me $10 million. I make the cut.
50.
I thought it was 20.
20.
Yeah. I think it's 50 now.
Inflation.
50, 20, who knows?
Tariffs.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, all of this. You're 100% right. $100 million. This guy owes me $50 million if I can make the cut at a senior PGA event. So I got, 30 years or whatever to make that happen. What do I need to work?
How old are you now?
38.
Okay.
Gotta make cut.
Gotta make a cut.
If you do that, whatever that wing thing you're
Gotta
doing, you
play
ain't making it. But the Champions Tour doesn't have a cut, so
That's a good point.
uh,
Oh!
Yeah.
Give me an exemption, brother.
Top 20. You get a top 20 of a champions event, then you go. Then you count.
That's different.
We never said that. Never said that, brother. But what is
top 40.
What is the number one thing you see amateur golfers doing that you think to yourself, like, doofus? Like, this is so simple. Like, what? I don't know how often you get to play, maybe pro-ams or something like that you get to see.
I play all the time at home.
With amateurs?
Oh, yeah. I play with the members all the time. I love it.
What is the biggest thing? Obviously, I hit a massive slice.
The biggest thing is chipping and putting. That's what changes the game.
Yeah, my fly stick is the worst.
But what?
What do you think about when you're putting? Just
what
fucking
person
roll
wants
it?
to go putt and chip? They want to hit the driver.
Amen.
We want to hit it hard, right?
Yeah.
We want to fly it.
Yeah.
Yeah, far.
Want to hit it
Exactly.
long, too. Yeah, I want to hit that thing long.
Exactly.
Talk about good wood.
Yeah, it's all great wood. Big wood. You're telling me I need to putt a little bit more.
Yeah, putt and chip. That's where you're going to lose the most strokes. So you're only hitting the driver at most 14 times. So you're chipping and putting a lot more than that. You're putting, 30 times at best? So you got to practice putting and chipping.
We're putting a lot more than that, Bubba.
Well, I was trying to I was
Yeah,
giving you
just want to let you know we're putting a lot more than that. D-Bud has a question for you.
We kind of talked about it, the team aspect
Yes.
of LIV, and I don't know specifically through your journey how many teams you played on golf up until that point, but how long did it take you to get used to that? Because golf is such an individual sport. Most of us play team sports up here, and some of those days when you may feel like shit or you don't have your best stuff, you got a teammate to kind of lean on and pick you up. So how long did it take you to get used to that aspect on the professional level?
Yeah, so it's interesting. High school golf is team. You have 5 guys, 4 scores count. So then when you go to college, same thing. 5 guys, 4 scores count. And so I've been at every level I played on the team, and then Ryder Cup and President's Cup are our 2 biggest events throughout the year. And so for me, when they brought this to my attention about how people are following teams and that's where sports are going, it was a no-brainer for me. And then it go back to the mental side. For me, it was I get to help people. When I'm done playing and somebody's taken my spot and I'm still the owner, captain, and overseer of this team, I get to lay into these boys, trying to teach them, try to help them. Right now, Matthew Wolf's on my team, who went through some struggles. And so I've been able to put my arm around him and talk to him and show him, even younger than I went through it. He's even younger. So he's 26 years old. So I get to try to help him going forward. The team aspect, I know that now I'm playing for the guys next to me, so I'm going to not pout as much. I'm going to try to save as many strokes as I can. It might be a one over that day or over par that day, but it might be better than somebody else. So I've got to lead by example and show that I'm not a quitter, and I'm going to fight through even my struggles. But then at the same time, you're watching 3 other guys, and hopefully you're watching them and you learn from them or want to battle with them, especially our team championship at the end of the year is where it's match play. So yeah, you don't want to let them down. And now golf finally is like football. The guy next to you, if he's working 100% and you're working 100%, your team has a chance to pull it out or win that day.
Yeah, team Ryder Cup's always been sweet to watch.
Yeah,
the
it's been
team golf
amazing.
aspect and the idea, who's up, who's down, who do we need, everybody rallying around it. And I think that was a fascinating thing whenever LIV launched that. Like, hey, we're going to make a solo sport, a single sport into a team sport as well. We think it'll be fun. Then obviously the music. I don't love it, the music, but I appreciate what it is. It's like a sign of hey, you can do golf differently. Then obviously the shorts, I think that was wild.
We went away from shorts, by the way.
Pants only?
Pants now in golf, unless it's over 90 degrees, but then it's still subjective. So basically pants.
Okay, so we went to the pants. So we're still evolving, trying to create this, which is kind of what D-Butch was saying in the entirety. We're not at the finished product of LIV. From what you understand of the inside workings of LIV, this is going to be, we got runway for this thing to continue to grow?
100%.
So the LIV PGA negotiations that have been chatted about, I don't know how much you know. I'm not going to ask you to be on the inside of a massive negotiation, international negotiation with a lot of political play as well. But do you think LIV would need a PGA partnership to continue? Or is LIV saying we're going to continue for the next 10 years regardless of what happens?
LIV is here to stay. LIV's not going anywhere.
Okay.
The people behind LIV it's not going anywhere. You're looking at changing culture. You're looking at changing the game itself. America is a small piece of our world, and golf is global, and golf is getting global more and more. So we're going to places that the PGA Tour is not, or European Tour is not. So we're trying to show golf in different areas. It's just like soccer or football is now played in the United States. We never really watched it until now. Now it's shown on ESPN. We're watching, the Euro Cup and all these different things. So it's just sports is going global now. And so we're not battling the PGA Tour. The PGA Tour is here to stay as well. Our viewer, we have 30% of our people that show up to our events have never been to a professional golf event. So that means we are growing the game outside of the PGA Tour or outside of our country. And so that's what we're doing. We're trying to just show it in a different light and get more people to watch and play. And that's kind of what we're doing. And it's global and not just America.
Yeah, I appreciate that the mission is a lot different than how we view it. Because we're just like, where the hell is this? We have no idea where we can watch this. We know there's a lot of superstars over there. We're big fans of yours. We're big fans of Brooks. We're big fans of DJ. We're big fans of Rombo. We're big fans of Cam. Wolf, Oklahoma State kid? Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, big fan of him. Like, there's a lot of guys we're big fans of, but we can't find it. For you guys, the mission isn't just like, hey, we need everybody in America watching this right now. Right now, we're trying to grow the game globally. We're trying to captivate audiences and maybe markets that haven't been touched before.
Yep.
And then inevitably, America's going to come, is the assumption.
That's the hope. That's the dream. You want it to. Do you need it to? Not right now, you don't, but you want it to happen. Yeah, 100%. F1's got 3, didn't have races before. Now it's got 3 races in the United States. We have a few events in the United States. We're coming here.
August 15th through the 17th.
And by the way, I'll give you a pro-am. Y'all want to play in the pro-am? I haven't asked anybody, but I'll make y'all play in the pro-am if y'all want to play in it.
Hey, I think I've quit the game, but some of the boys here.
Yeah, but you got a new swing now. Yeah. You're going to be chipping and putting.
You said my swing is ass.
That's why I said chip and putt.
Okay, all right, yeah, because we need to get to the green. Okay, August 15th through the 17th, you guys are going to come to Chatham Hills Golf Club,
yes,
which is a beautiful place.
Mm-hmm.
I assume every course you go to is beautiful. That's why golf is so awesome. Such beautiful views, such beautiful scenes, such a beautiful sport, which was why my goal was to get enough money to be able to go to a place. I wanted a gated neighborhood on water, golf cartable to 3 different golf courses. And that was just going to be that was it. That was going to be my retirement. That was going to be my entire life.
Is there a place like that exists?
You tell me.
The villages, old people.
That's where I'm trying to head to. That was the goal. That is literally where
up, yeah.
Yeah, that's
in
where
Florida. The villages in Florida.
It's somewhere. This exists somewhere.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico has a place. I was there it is basically what I've been looking for. But I quit the game. So now I don't know. Now I don't know what the future is. And with your motivational tactics you just tried to give me here, it wasn't the right play. You telling me it was ass was not going to challenge me to get better. It was the universe telling me I need to quit the sport for it.
I agree.
So me and Connor will definitely come to the Pro-Am. Foxy needs to be in that, though.
No one wants to watch me play in that.
Come on, Foxy.
AJ needs to be in this.
There you go.
AJ's a player, dude. This guy is an actual player. Go ahead, AJ.
Yeah, Bubba, a question I've always had for professional golfers, does it help to almost be dumb out there or naive to everything going on around you? I feel like that's why, the weekend warrior golfer drinks 10, 12 beers, catches a little buzz, and he starts playing his best golf. Like, I feel like sometimes it's very easy for people to overanalyze every single aspect of their golf shot. Is that something that professionals struggle with?
100%. I think that the greats of the game know how to block everything out and focus or refocus if they get off for the first couple holes. That's one of my struggles is trying to get away from all the stuff behind the ropes. I've been able to do it a few times, but when you get in the zone, you don't even realize what people are saying, what people are wearing, or what people are doing. But most of the time I fail because I've only won 12 times on the PGA Tour, but lost 300 plus.
12. That's a dozen, brother.
Yeah, but I've lost, 300, 400 times. So mentally.
I was going to do the math there. Percentage on it. Hey, that's a good win.
But mentally, though, like Tiger Woods, Corey Pavin was my idol when it comes to mental stuff. He's an old player. I don't know if you know who that is.
I know the history of the sport.
Exactly. And then now you got Scottie Scheffler. Scottie Scheffler looks like he's not even paying attention. He's barely talking to Teddy when he's out there. So.
Yeah. So you are trying to lock in.
You're trying to, because it's like you said, it's punters, it's pitchers. You're trying to stay in your moment and try to pull off that kick, that throw. You're trying to hit that swing. You're trying to get in the slot.
Yeah. Come out of the pocket.
Get in the slot.
I want to get in that.
Yeah.
Bam, that looks good, man.
Thank you.
Good.
Yeah, it's looking better.
Bubba, I already quit the game. I don't need to hear your shit. Go ahead, Connor. Also quit the game.
Yeah, I did quit the game. No point to play. But speaking of like kind of getting out of that mental rut, as a two-time Masters champion, when you see Rory kind of get it done this year at Augusta, obviously we all saw the massive, weight off his shoulders, the emotion after he finishes that Grand Slam. Watching it as someone who's been through that struggle of a 4-day bender in Augusta trying to win that green jacket, how did you feel? And is there like a community of green jackets who kind of were pumped and excited for Rory and welcomed him in to the clubhouse and everything like that? And could you relate to him as he did? Because I remember when you won your green jacket, it was a very emotional scene as well.
100%. When I won mine, I just adopted my son, my first child, 2 weeks before. And then when I won, I was thinking about me becoming a dad, and my dad passed away in 2010. And so just a lot of emotions of battling to get to where I was. And with Rory, yeah, it's a different kind of battle. I mean, he was up there. I mean, he was the cream of the crop. He's still the cream of the crop, but he was up there, had a chance to win the Masters a few times. Yeah, I sent him a text right away, told him how awesome it was to see. Very good player, very good, talented player. And he said, I can't wait to have a locker next to yours.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for Tuesday night dinner. That was his response.
How much do you guys judge how shitty the dinner's going to be by who the winner is? And is that already happening,
Oh, that's been, well, for me, it happens all the time. I try to eat before.
Oh, so you're not worried about their dinner?
Yeah, I don't care what they
Oh, so this one was good this past year.
Scottie has the sliders, so it's got an appetizer. So he has the sliders, and this year he put the French fries on top of the sliders.
Oh, Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah. So I was eating that all up.
Okay, so you're in there. A lot of wine too, right? In kind of the Augusta thing?
Yeah, there's some guys, that they provide it. Some guys drink it, some guys don't. And then some guys, because the past champion has to pay for everything. So guys are getting bottles of wine and getting him to sign it, and so they can take it to their trophy case. And so it's just more money on the bill. Just
and there's I don't know the place. There's a wine thing down in the basement.
There's down underground. They have a lot of secret rooms around that place.
Is that right?
Yeah,
you didn't hear that from me though.
Okay. No, of course not. And I've never been there either. There's like some very expensive shit downstairs.
Oh yeah, they got some heavy duty stuff down there.
Yeah,
I don't know anything about.
They got some
stuff.
presidential stuff down there, I think.
Yeah, they got some heavy.
From what I've been told, you never been there. How about the junior or the amateur
Crow's Nest? Yeah,
crazy.
It's right above like Champions Locker. So it's right above Champions Locker. Yeah.
Yeah, so you would go through there, and then you would just go up there, and then you'd walk down around.
Yeah, there's I think there's 4 or 5 beds up there. But then there's it's like a dorm room. It's like a dorm room. There's no doors. Like you're just
a lot of research.
Just random. Yeah.
I just heard about this.
Well, that Bennett kid, when the Bennett kid was in it a few years ago,
that's how we learned about it. There's a card game up there too. What's the card there? They have like a table set up for a card.
I wasn't good as an amateur, so I never got to stay up there.
Have you ever gone up there?
I've been up there, but I've never stayed up there.
I think a Manning, the one that played for New York, destroyed a toilet up there.
Okay,
I think.
Sense. So this year, I do know this year the amateurs got out of there on Tuesday. They stayed like Monday night, Tuesday night, and then they got out. Like they go stay somewhere else.
Yeah, they're twin beds.
Yeah, it's not comfortable. And then you want to go stay with your family. It's your first Masters as an amateur and all these things. So you want to go stay with your family and friends.
I do think LIV, talking about staying in the week before lead up, brought a lot of light to what life was like in the PGA Tour before LIV. That I don't think any of us knew about.
Nope.
About how much you could lose money, basically, even if you're a big star. And then I think, was it Jordan's dad did some rating bonus thing?
Yeah.
Because they're like not making a cut, losing a bunch of money, but showcasing your downfall basically every Thursday and Friday so that the ratings would go up so the PGA Tour would be making money. It was like a one-way contract basically.
Move the needle bonus.
Yeah, that was basically what it was.
I'm pretty sure like that is essential.
Yeah, and if you were featured and how much, and you get a bonus at the end of the season and everything like that.
Social clips of shots, like if it was you and they went and it had a bunch of impressions or views or whatever the hell.
I think Speed's dad was like a statistician or something like that.
The top 10 got paid that.
Bingo,
Yeah, we had no idea that the PGA was like a one-way road though. Like
my last year on the PGA, I was top 10. I got a little bonus.
Hey, Bubba, must watch. It's because his pink driver would be out there. We knew that the boy was going to be sending some big shots. But I didn't know that was what the PGA Tour was for so long. Obviously, everybody's lucky to be a professional golfer, and they feel that. But we had no idea, like big stars potentially losing thousands, tens of thousands of dollars whenever they're not making a cut. We just assumed that was a part of a contract in that entire thing. thing. So I think that was good whenever LIV came out, and I think that PGA Tour has changed because of that. I didn't know that was your guys' life in the PGA Tour.
Yeah, so you have to prove to earn, right? Like to make your money. And so I know of a player, now a caddy, Paul Tesori. Probably shouldn't have called him out, but he played on the PGA Tour. He went to University of Florida, got his PGA Tour card, missed every cut, 17 cuts in a row he missed. So he never made $1 that year. So think about it. If you're at, let's just make up a number back then. You're $1,500 a week to your caddy back then, and then your hotel. I mean, your flights, your food. If you have a trainer, if you have a coach. I mean, you're back then. You're probably five, six, anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 down. So 17 weeks of $10,000 down. I mean, you're in debt. You're like,
congrats, you're a professional golfer.
Yeah,
you've lost $200,000 on the season.
Yeah,
that was crazy to learn about. I think that is something that LIV kind of changed golf for the future, for the professional golf. The elevated events that started taking place with the more prize pools were good.
Yeah.
Do you feel, is there a sense of pride by you LIV guys that has happened?
Well, I mean, for me, he was asking about the team earlier. For me, I wanted to do something different. I wanted to be an entrepreneur, and for me to have a franchise, it's a golf franchise. I mean, it's a dream come true to be able to be in the sport like that and own a franchise. So yeah, I mean, I take pride in being able to think outside the box and do something different. And if it does help the PGA Tour players, great. Nobody's trying to hurt the PGA Tour players. Nobody's trying to hurt professional golf. We're trying to help professional golf and grow it around the world. And so, yeah, it's definitely better than it was for the PGA Tour players.
Yeah.
But it's still top heavy. I mean, the guys that are, now there's only 70 or 75 guys keep their tour card instead of 125. So there's things that they've changed positive and negative on all fronts. Same thing with LIV. We've changed things positive and negative. We're trying to figure it all out.
Q school still happen or no? And what does LIV have that's like that? Because I know there is a...
We have guys fall off. There's four, I think now 6 guys fall off our league. And so if you don't finish in the top 48, you fall off our league. There's a qualifier as of right now where one spot gets on to LIV. And PGA Tour has a qualifier.
Let's say, for instance,
okay,
I hit this golf sim up here.
Okay, so you're back into golf.
This is a hypothetical.
For instance.
It's a hypothetical, Bubba. But let's say I figure out that slot. I hit that shallow, far from the deep end.
Chipping and putting.
Right down there. I can win a tournament and be in the LIV league?
100%.
Do you guys test for weed?
For you, no.
Okay. Maybe we do have a path. Maybe we do have a path to professional golf in this entire thing. I think like the U.S. Open, right? There's a qualifier for it.
Yep.
I always like that. Because I watched that Make It, Break It. It was on Golf Channel.
Big Break.
The Big Break.
Yeah.
I used to watch that. I
good.
love that.
Tony Finau.
Yeah.
Was on the Big Break.
Really?
Yeah.
He breaks some glass. I mean,
Exactly.
the controlling. I love that. But I also love the fact that you got an opportunity now to go
100%.
do it. But then people would lose their cards and then they'd get back in there.
Yep.
Feels like a grind. Let's talk about the schedule of the PGA and what your life was like. Now, LIV, obviously, Dustin Johnson spoke about it. Hey, it's less work, more money. Like, that is clearly a business model for Dustin Johnson and part of his decision making. You guys are on the road Tuesday through hopefully Sunday. How does that work?
Yeah, there's no more cuts, so we're there for the whole week. But I try to go in on Monday to get practice because nobody's out there. Even if I'm traveling overseas, I try to get in there a little bit early. Now that my kids are older, so now my kids come out and go to the tournaments with me. They're allowed on the range with me. They're allowed to do whatever. I'm the owner of the team, so they're allowed to ride with me wherever I want to go.
I'm Jerry Jones.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, hey, our team sucks, but we're trying to.
We got a great logo.
Yeah, exactly. The logo's the key.
Half the battle, yeah.
And so, I love it. We have time off. PGA Tour quit having time off. We started going year round. And so being able to spend time with my kids and watch them play sports is a dream come true. And they love watching me play golf. My son's getting old enough now, he can walk all 18 holes and follow me. And so it's a blast out there, like going to Spain and London. We're going to stop over in Rome, let him see Rome for a couple of days. And
wow.
yes, I love it. But now going back to the PGA Tour schedule, there was 40 events. For me, you pick your top 20 courses you believe fit your game. And so then you can do that. But now on LIV, it's tougher because you got 14 weeks. You have to play in all 14. No matter if all courses suck for you or all courses are good for you, you have to change your game and try to figure out your game and how you can play and attack each course, even though it might not be the courses you want to play at. And on the PGA Tour, out of 40, you can find some that you can play well and perform at so you can keep your card.
Okay, you said you're walking, your oldest, or walking the course. What happened to hovercraft? What happened to the hover thing?
Insurance.
Oh, yeah.
That's dangerous. That thing's dangerous, man.
Hard to stop?
No, it stops quick. That's the problem. No seatbelts. Yeah. 9 inches of air. So when you let off the gas, that thing just drops and it just digs in the ground. It's a paperweight. If you're over water, you better not let go.
You're going on.
You better keep holding that gas.
The Golf Boys? Is that what it was? I think
Golf Boys, yeah.
What a time.
I'm thinking about going solo. I've been thinking about this. I still have my overalls.
You look great in them.
Yeah.
Do you still have the hovercraft?
I can probably pull it out of the garage.
You got
somewhere.
any bars? Because didn't you guys sing and rap in this?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You've been writing songs?
I've always got ideas in my head. Remember, I told you I got mental issues. There's always things.
That was a great moment. Golf has been fantastic. You've been one of the trailblazers of it. Ty has a question for you.
Speaking of courses that kind of fit your style, going back to Augusta, do you feel like anytime you show up there, are you in the mindset like, hey, I have a chance to win this week? Like, I always look at a guy like Boom Boom Couples who, no matter how old he gets, come Saturday, he made the cut. He's 1 under. Now he's getting older, so he might, shoot 78, 80 on Saturday and Sunday. But when you go back to Augusta, no matter how you're playing, do you always feel like, hey, if I have it going, early here, like I have a shot to win another green jacket?
100%. And Freddie is my example. You'll see Freddie's name somewhere on that leaderboard the first couple of days. And maybe he wakes up too early and he can't tee off at 2 o'clock the next day because that's his nap time. But he's always up there, right? And so I always believe there's not much rough there, so I believe I can hit crazy shots and get out of the trees. This year is the first time ever I led the field in putting, and it happened to be at the Masters this year. I've been working hard on my putting and changing things, but I can remember 4 shots that cost me anywhere from 6 to 8 shots, and those would, I'd be about second place, third place, somewhere in there, and challenging for the win.
Man, that's golf, isn't it? I'm happy to hear you go through this as well.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's golf right there. If I didn't hit it, that probably and that changes because that is golf.
But it's like we talked about Rahm. If that ball hits soft or a little bit more to the right on 17, he might tap in birdie, and now it's a whole different animal, right?
Yes.
But it bounced into the water. And so it's the same thing. I hit a ball in the water on 16. I hit a ball in the water on 13 on my drive. So those are the 2 that I know of. But there's 4 swings that I went back and looked at that cost me a chance for a top 3 or battling for a win.
Saying what you just said is why me and Connor quit the sport.
Yeah, exactly. No
Come
thanks.
back, boys.
I mean, there's a chance that I can get back in a league. I didn't know there was a chance I could get into a professional golfer. I've been a professional wrestler, professional soccer player,
Baseball.
Hey,
professional football player, professional baseball player.
WWE,
Yeah.
right? It's going global now.
Oh, yeah, it always has been.
Okay,
World.
but think about if the NFL Network only showed 10 NFL teams, right? Like we're talking about a global sport. So PGA Tour is America, and LIV is trying to go worldwide. I mean, every sport now is going worldwide because there's other opportunities out there. Football's going in Germany now, Mexico,
big.
London.
Germany had like 2 million people waiting in a queue, or a million people waiting.
That's what
in
I'm
a queue.
saying. And golf is people are waiting.
I saw that Australia clip, right? Wasn't that Australia?
I think Adelaide. What's the best stop you've been on that's kind of surprised you on the list?
Adelaide is bigger and bigger. I mean, we're at a 50,000 people a day. I mean, and we're talking about the ropes. Some of the ropes are on the fairway. I'm like, how am I going to hit this fairway? I'm going to hit these people. But they just
I think Australians are down with it. though.
They love their sport down there, and all they want to do is shoeies. I just want to win so I can do a shoey. I don't want to do a shoey, but I just want to win.
Yeah, for the people to do a shoe. Yeah, it's very nice of you. You're one of the guys. I just got shown a video that I did not know existed. You had a jetpack as well? We're talking about the hover. You had a jetpack?
It wasn't legal in the United States, just for the record.
So internationally.
I think they tested it in New Zealand.
Is that you? That's not you.
Tom Cruise?
I do my own stunts, guys. I eat popcorn. I literally eat popcorn.
right.
So does Tom Cruise.
Yeah, so does TT, Bubba.
So does Tom Cruise, Bubba.
There was no butter on that popcorn. You could tell that was fake.
What?
Don't need butter.
You're a butter guy. I can tell.
I didn't get butter this morning, but I am a butter guy.
He was having popcorn at 7:30 this morning in honor of Tom Cruise.
Amen.
Okay, so have a little bit of respect, Bubba.
Exhale.
I didn't know you were in a jetpack. These exist? Did you
Not
feel
in the
safe
United
in it?
States. It's illegal in the United States.
Did you feel
Let me
safe?
make sure I say that again. It's illegal.
Did you feel safe in that? Did you fly in that?
No, I'm scared of everything. I play golf for a living. I walk for a living.
That seems pretty easy getting in and out of that thing for every shot you have.
I mean, it's not about the
looks
golf.
worth
It's
it.
more about the look, right? It's
you're
style.
right. You're right.
You got to
I'll
get
tell you what, you have a helmet on, take that helmet off, pull the club.
Got a whole like amusement.
But at
park
the same
It'd be
set.
hard to land in the trees where
But
we're
at
going
the
to be.
same time, you want to do it, right?
Definitely,
Oh, yeah,
yes.
no.
I've been looking for a jetpack for years,
You'll
brother.
play golf again if that was the case.
You know what? Maybe
2 holes.
If I could throw,
4
if I
hours.
could throw the ball, maybe that is what I would do. That thing ain't gonna be able to land where I am. I just talked about the trees. That
Yeah.
shit ain't gonna be. That's a fairway golfer. Good for you.
Yeah, but you take a drop. I mean,
Certainly.
you fly that thing over the green.
I would get a little club
Yep.
out of the sky, let that thing drop down like one of those. Whenever they do the ball drop on the green at those golf
from the
outings
helicopter.
or whatever,
Charity
from the
outings,
yeah, that's what I would be like. Bubba, you're an innovator, brother. The brain always going. I love that you're running your own business. Good for golf. Let's head over to Hammer Dahn. Ton Diggs has a question for you.
Yeah, Bubba, there's been a lot of talk about on our show about the difference between regular season and playoff and the atmosphere for that. And then there was a lot of talk at Quail Hollow, kind of that it's a regular season PGA stop. And a lot of people were upset that a regular season PGA stop was a major course. What is the main difference between a regular season event versus a major as far as the course go and the atmosphere goes? And then the upcoming, our hometown, we got Oakmont coming up. How's the setup for Oakmont?
Well, first of all, they're going to change the course a little bit. They're going to set it up tougher. They added tees. I mean, there was a bunch of holes over 500 yards, which I thought was silly. Number 9 was one of the toughest holes they play on the regular season. And then to add, I think, 40 or 50 yards was crazy. The rough is up. The greens are firmer, tougher pin placements. So they're going to trick it up as much as they can. But then the atmosphere, the knowing what it is, going into it, you're trying to win a major for the first time, second time, third time, whatever it is. The media hype behind it is really where it just starts going in your head and your energy level, and you start getting pumped up. But yeah, they definitely trick the course up as much as they can. I mean,
Is that how you guys describe it? Trick it up?
They trick it up. Yeah, I mean it's.
Putting these trick pins in this shit?
But it's the only sport we keep changing the field, right? There's no other sport. You're not changing 3-point line is the only thing we've changed in 50 years of basketball. So, Pebble Beach plays at the same place, but Pebble Beach, when it's a U.S. Open, nobody says, it's just a regular. It's Pebble Beach. I mean, it's hard as can be when they set it up, and I think that's the same thing they did with Charlotte. Oakmont is crazy. Even on a regular day, Oakmont with the rough up. I finished 5th there in 07 when Angel Cabrera won. And the rough felt like it was a foot deep. There was nothing.
That's Pittsburgh, brother. Yeah,
there was
we're gonna
nothing
fight
you could do. And now there's no trees there. Like they've changed the trees. You can see the whole golf course now. But they're still going to have the high rough. Without rain, it's going to be firm and fast, like links golf, but then with high rough. So yeah, they're gonna, like I said, we call it tricking it up. They're gonna put the pins in crazy places where you're gonna have to missing the green sometimes is better than hitting the green because of the chip's gonna be easier than a long putt.
We knew these majors were tricking, didn't we?
Yeah.
We knew they were out there tricking it up. Bubba, you said you've been working on your putting, and then there's a potential pro-am here at Chatham Hills Golf Club, August 15th through the 17th LIV Golf event. Welcome to Indiana, by the way. I don't know where Chatham Hills is. Is that in Indianapolis?
I have no idea.
I think it's
the
Zionsville, I
Carmel
think.
Nova.
yeah, up north.
Nice area.
It's
One of the
it's
best.
for us. It's here. It's in Indianapolis.
Yeah,
I mean,
Indianapolis. It's in
It's here.
Indianapolis.
It's close enough.
It's north of Indianapolis in Westfield. Okay, Westfield.
Okay.
Beautiful
Just for the
area.
record, there will be goats on the driving range.
For you?
We always bring goats, like Chicago, and now we're here, so we're going to bring some goats in. So we have a petting zoo on the golf course. Oh man, it's
Little
the best.
miniature goats or full size goats out
I
here?
think they're all small, right? But no, there is miniature. We had miniature in Chicago.
You guys should sacrifice.
Right, okay. Maybe I'll get turn the team
For the
around.
win.
Maybe
Yeah,
turn the
yeah,
team
for
around.
the
Yeah.
win.
Kids, you want to buy some goat meat?
Slit one throat for a victory for the range coach.
Drink some of the blood. All
It's a
right.
layup.
In Adelaide, we had on the 6th hole, we had like, there's a party hole.
Yeah.
And then on the 6th hole this year was like the family, the kids party hole. And I think we had 12 goats. So there was like a petting zoo of goats, and so that was their party hole. The kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you guys are trying to make it.
Yeah. So we met the range goats. We brought it out ourselves, and we.
How do you feel about the music? How do you feel about the music?
I think live. You've been to some events.
Yep.
Live, I think it's okay. On TV, it doesn't mesh well on TV. If there's a way to get TV, no music, but live, it's fine.
Yeah,
You've
for
been
sure.
to a few of them?
For sure. I mean, the environment, I feel like it's kind of more upbeat. PGA,
Good vibe.
Yeah, and it's
It's
still
younger.
You're around the golf, you still respect, they're teeing off and doing putting and shit, but like, it's Golf Palau. They got little stations set up in different places for different vibes, different setups, concessions and whatnot. But I like that. I enjoy it. I'm a guy that's newer to golf. I got into golf like 2-3 years ago. So it was great for me to just have another option. Obviously, I want to see the best players playing against each other every week. But it's definitely a different version of golf. And it's kind of how I play golf. I'm out with the boys. We got speakers. We're drinking. We're doing our thing. So
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
definitely a different vibe for sure.
Definitely. I can't golf without music, personally.
Yeah.
Can't.
But
I
you
don't-
hate music.
Yeah, I just don't want to hear. I love DJ Khaled.
Yeah.
I don't need him screaming "We the best" as somebody is trying to, make a tournament-winning putt.
It doesn't translate to TV. That's the issue.
No,
Yeah,
that is
yeah,
true.
yeah.
100%.
It's hard for me to be like, oh, this is serious when it's my playlist being played while Rambo Bombo's about to throw his club into the damn.
Yeah.
And it's just. I think there's a couple things that golf has gotten right. Like, hey, golf has gotten right, but I do like that they're exploring the space and we're trying to kind of make it bigger. And
What'd you think about TGL? Did you watch it?
I thought it was good. I'm interested to see how season 2 will go because
they added the Motor City Machine Guns.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
but not
powerhouse.
till 27.
Oh, so they're saying it's going to be 2 more years?
Yeah.
Print.
Oh, boy.
They got to get the team together. It's
League's
got to
be around for that. It might not even pop up. So
Well, that's what we were saying, actually. I was pumped that it got another season.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever I heard Motor City Machine Guns are going to get a team.
That's the name?
Yeah.
Tentatively, yeah.
Yeah.
MC.
I thought it was like the Motor City hot dogs or something dumb like that.
No.
No, you're talking about the Weenie Mobile race.
it's got a
that's
year.
happening.
It might change. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't know it was 2027 because
yeah.
I heard 2020 like next season is what I thought. I'm like, congrats to TGL, we got another year, is what I thought. They're saying we got at least 2 more years of this, which I think is good. I enjoyed it. I think it had a lot of opportunity. Is that how you're feeling?
I think that it had great opportunities. It had a great concept. I think that, but how are we going to do it if it's the same in the same building and the same shots? And I heard rumor they're trying to build one somewhere else right now. But if it's in the same area, same shots, how are we going to change it up? And like I'm a part of it, how are we going to change it up? But
Golf.
I would
golf.
go.
We'll say we too.
I would go. You might have to get some celebrities in there. See some Shanks. I mean, you got to try to get something in there. Golfers that are not as good. You want some Shanks in there. You want to. I mean, Tiger shanked one, I think, right?
Got bladed one early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Not
Tiger.
Billy Ho, brother. Best TGL player of all time.
won a championship.
Hang
did he
his
not?
tarp.
Yeah, he did.
They do need to have more than one course, though. You're
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
It's
I mean-
it's the same shot. So viewing it week after week, it's like, I've seen them do this shot.
What do you want to
100
do?
times
Put
already.
windmills in front of the thing?
Sure.
Be better.
Or
So Bubba's like,
Change it up.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
that would be a good idea.
randomize.
Yeah, make it like a putt-putt operation. Like, can you even get to the screen to get to the course?
And I was worried. I was really worried about technology. How is technology going to, work instead of have glitches? But I think it worked pretty well.
Our sim is the worst
Yeah,
of all
it's
time.
terrible.
Yeah,
The worst.
It's not even a sim. It's just a screen.
It's just, I just hit into a blank screen. Up
blank canvas.
Don't even turn the computer on because I know it's not going to work. Is that how yours is?
No, mine's good at the house.
Yeah, that's because you got that LIV
bet.
money. Now
Yeah, I
let's
got
talk. Let's talk a little bit about August 15th through 17th as LIV Golf makes its debut in Indianapolis, Indiana.
I think y'all should go live out there. Just do this show live out there.
Bubba, you're a businessman, as am I. There's a chance. Okay, the conversations are open. We are open for.
Well, we're starting the conversation today.
Okay, Crown Prince, God bless him. Would also like to talk to him.
I just now LIV Golf and music. Music is great.
Not bad actually.
Hey, actually playing.
Yeah, Morgan Wallen's new album just running right through.
37 of them.
37 songs. Shouldn't
Well,
it be?
actually 35.
Yeah,
I remember correctly. Somebody
interlude-
yesterday said 35.
Yeah,
I watched the show, guys.
Yeah, I think it's actually 36 because I thought there was
An intro. And
There is not an intro.
outro.
There's
and
just an interlude. So it's 36 songs. All of them are currently on the top 50, top 100, whatever it is. Good for him. Absolute wagon. Shouldn't he just? I don't know. just as a business person, we could save some of these, can't we, for another album?
Yeah, maybe 3 albums.
Yeah, people are putting out like 8-song albums.
Yeah.
Could probably tour this for the next 20 years, though.
I agree, and he probably will. But if he was to put out a 20-song album, people would be like, holy shit, this guy's got 20 songs? Old buddy just put out 7 songs last week and thought it was a big deal. And then he could drop a 17-song album on the back end of that. I just think because of how he sings and how I think he just is going to pump out maybe 1,000. Is he going to have 1,000 bangers? Is that what the goal is?
I mean, I guess.
Because he's young.
Yeah.
And just like golf, you can do that.
Yeah, he's on his way.
You can do that long. He's going to have 1,000 bangers.
Well, there's going to be demand too. You know, what I mean, people will listen to this album, but then in like 2 years, it's going to be like.
But what if his next album only has like 9?
But that would be a normal ass album.
Exactly. You're gonna be like, well, where are the other ones?
Hey, brother, you're missing 30 songs here. But there's a chance he has 1,000. Think about the song catalogs that people are selling right now. People are getting like 200, 250 million for their catalogs, 300 million for the catalogs. If he has 500 songs that are all bangers,
yeah,
he's going to be.
Really?
Congrats, dude. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Keep pumping out 37. I mean, 37 hits. I don't know how he does it. Now, speaking of hits, I very rarely hit the green. But if I get to the green, I can't putt for shit. We put this in here to try to tempt me into becoming a better putter. Okay? It's right here. Walk across it every single day. Get some putts up. To your point, I hate it. I don't do it because there's 7 balls out there. I'll miss every single one. You should not, though. Bubba, if you make 5?
You got a lefty putter?
That's fair.
Yeah.
Is 5 a good number, you think?
Got to be a ping. Do you have a ping?
We don't have a ping. Okay.
Lifetime deal with ping, man. I got to use ping.
I know you got to deal with ping. What is the
Lifetime. Make sure you say lifetime.
Lifetime?
That's awesome.
All right, how about this? Will you be able to putt with this?
The unduffable?
Do we have?
I'll just putt with a wedge.
I bought this.
What is that, the alien wedge?
I was watching the Golf Fix. Thank you very much. Had pool tubes. It was underneath my pool noodles underneath my arms. It was 2:15 a.m. and they put the unduffable on the screen. And I said, "Shit, I duff all the time. I'm gonna buy that." Guess what you can do with this?
3 easy payments.
You can. Well, yes, and also you can duff, Bubba. I've accomplished the impossible. Mission.
Did you get your money back?
No.
You're about to say Mission Impossible. Sorry, man.
Yeah, that's why you need to stop with Tom
I did
Cruise
stop because he didn't eat the popcorn.
He
Yes,
did.
he did.
No, he did. Let's
yes,
watch
he
it again.
did.
Put it. Cue it up.
Hold on. So you literally can't putt without a. Do we have a fucking?
I don't think we have a ping.
I could
Nah,
have sworn
man,
we
you
have
don't
a
have a
lefty
thing.
putter, though.
We do have a lefty putter.
A lifetime deal. Boom. Right ping on.
Yeah, just bleep it out.
Okay, boom.
5, you think? 5? I don't know. You want to roll one? Yeah, they're paying golf balls just for that.
Nice shoes.
Those are sick.
Those are sweet shoes.
Yeah, damn.
Do you want to calibrate one first, or do you want this to count? Let me see.
Count it.
Smooth butter, man.
Count? All right. Okay.
Smart, let's see.
He said, "Yeah, we're
Yeah, let's
good."
see.
Yeah. Okay, you got to make.
You want me to keep going
Ooh.
stop now?
Okay, Tone Diggs and Hammer Downtown just said, "Do you gamble with Phil?"
Do I?
Yeah.
I don't gamble.
Smart. I like that. I like that. I like
Smart.
that a lot. I like that play a lot.
Phil stopped gambling too.
Going. I mean, this is easy.
Did he?
This is easy. Okay, how about this
Yeah,
then?
AJ.
Why?
No, I'm gonna over here.
Okay.
Oh,
It's the unduffable. Please have a little respect
and
for
it's
it.
righty.
He said, "I'm gonna give it to Duffin." Okay, so there's 5 balls there. What is a good number here for you to make? 3 with this?
What? No way.
Chipping?
It's chipping. Oh,
Okay, so 2. You got all right. You got to go 2 out of these next 4 here. You got 2 out of there. Hold on, Bubba. Hold on. Jeez.
In the groove.
Darius is going to be at the Pro-Am, I assume, at Chatham Hills.
Absolutely.
AJ will also do the Chatham Hills Golf Club Pro-Am, right, AJ?
I'll do it, yeah.
We're making
not?
decisions for Liv right now.
Yep.
Oh, no. Uh-oh. I was going to say, if you make 2 out of this final 4, I'll play in the thing, but... Yep. Great news. All right. You...
nope.
Well, we're not growing the game. Thank God I don't have to play in that thing. I quit the game. I quit the sport.
Yeah.
I was going to have to actually...
This Tucker wedge sucks.
No, it's not the wedge.
Unduffable.
It's unduffable, too. Have a little respect. I bought that off the Golf Channel. Okay, they wouldn't put that on the Golf Channel if it wasn't the real deal.
Yeah.
I'm happy to see you suck with it too. I suck with it. You suck with it. We whack the wood.
Exactly. Defense. All about defense.
All right, Bubba. Thank you for coming out here. You're going to a Fever game tonight?
I hope so.
Is that tonight?
Yeah, it is tonight. Yeah.
She's electrifying.
Oh yeah, it's unbelievable.
I
I believe she's. My wife played in the WNBA. She played 4 years pro basketball, but it's Steph Curry. She's Steph Curry. She's doing things. She's running. She's hitting shots. She's hitting a half court shot or just inside half court shots at ease. I have to like heave it to get it that far.
Yeah, and her
It's
teammates
amazing.
are awesome too. This year the team is like, yeah, Leah Boston obviously great. Kelsey Mitchell, DeWanna Bonner.
Yeah.
She just became a record holder.
Third all-time leading scorer.
Yeah, they got a good team. New coach, Stephanie White, I believe is her name. She's from Indiana.
From Connecticut. Yeah, Connecticut's son, former head coach.
Yeah, now she's from Indiana. She's back here coaching the team. It's like I think where in that place will be packed out.
Yeah.
Every place that she goes to, packed out. She's like the Beatles. She is literally the Beatles.
Yeah,
They're going to
amazing.
bigger venues so that she can come to town. Now, congrats to the WNBA. I hope you have a good time tonight. Because you sucked with the unduffable, I am not committing to anything in August, and that's great news. But D-Butt and AJ will definitely be there, Bubba.
Yeah.
Perfect. Let's do it.
All right.
That'd be more fun with them anyway.
Fuck off. Bubba, hold on. Bubba.
Unduffable.
Oh, here it is. Get the
You
slot.
should just blast one.
There it is.
No,
Would be kind of
that's
sweet.
so far right.
You should just fucking blast one.
You won't do it.
Try to hit this camera that's looking right at
Hit
you.
the camera.
Hit that camera.
What am I, front foot here, right?
You show me.
Bubba, you're the golfer.
That swing you just did would be so far.
Yeah, you want to miss left. You don't want to miss right.
You're here. You're here with it. You got to come.
Who?
You're here with it. You got to come across your body. Got to get
Okay.
them hips to move, man. They look tight.
I just fucked up the face. This is a terrible idea, Bubba.
Yeah.
Aim for the net.
Now you got it. Just see it.
Yeah.
Oh, hit it hard. Just full.
Right into the crow's nest.
Where are you going with
Yeah,
it?
crow's nest.
You try to go over that camera.
All right, I'm zoomed
Over
out.
the camera?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hammer it.
Oh, that's easy.
Just put a dent in the wall.
Malarkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just blast it.
Front foot, Bubba.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking practice swing.
Send this thing.
Oh my gosh.
Boom.
That was a heck of a shot.
Good.
That was straight.
Good contact.
Thank you. No, you don't know me. You don't know me. That's the unduffable.
Yeah. And it works.
It's tight line too.
I don't see a hole either.
Maybe I'm back.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Guess who's back?
When's the qualifier for you guys' league? When's the qualifier for you guys?
It's in December.
All right, I got time.
Okay.
It's middle of football season. That's going to be tough. What day of the week?
Monday.
Okay. Before Monday Night Football in December, playoff football, I qualify for a golf league. Let's go, Foxy. Let's go. Is it still raining outside? Still raining outside?
It looks-
Yeah.
You're not a golfer if you're worried about the weather, man.
Okay, so we got 2 holes out back. Thanks.
Boom.
Can't wait to see you hit them.
Yeah, can I ask Bubba on that
You got a
note,
golf
quick
course
question?
across the street too.
Yeah.
Well,
not
who's got a
member.
question? Sorry.
Foxy does. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is actually a selfish question on that note, Bubba. Let's say you're 75 yards out, all right, pretty straight shot, pretty simple, straightforward. How many balls is it going to take you to make one shot? Because I've been doing this for about 8 months back there, and I can't make a single one.
Longer than that.
Well, I mean, there's so many factors. It's going to take me. What? How long have you been trying to do it?
8 months, let's say.
I'm going to say 4 for me then.
4 months?
Yeah.
I thought one day. What
I
about
thought a couple hours.
You think, am I known for my
I have.
wedges?
30 balls.
How many hole-in-ones do you have?
you're known for being a dog?
6.
6 hole-in-ones in
Yeah.
competition or in practice?
Total.
A couple in competition, but total is 6.
First one is how old?
It was 2010
When did you start playing?
when I was 6.
Jesus. I got no shot.
Whoa.
Guy's got 6 since he's 6 years old.
Not in live.
Bruce had one his first year of playing.
My
so.
dad could barely break 100, and he had one with a 3-wood from 189. Sliced a 3-wood in there, and he used to run his mouth to me all the time about how I got a hole-in-one.
Did it count on par 3 courses?
Yeah, it counts anytime you make a hole-in-one.
On the sim?
Honest, yeah, because the sim's hard to make one. You made one on a sim? Fist bump.
X golf.
Congratulations.
Had a witness too.
Congrats,
Oh,
Steve.
really?
Dirty was
Okay.
there.
Where was it
I got
at?
it on video actually. Here, Noblesville, X Golf.
X Golf.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know about it. Yeah.
Pretty solid.
Yeah, he's actually an investor in X Golf.
Bubba told me it counts.
It definitely does. What if you're just hitting 100 shots from one tee box at a hole? Is that more of a chip in or a hole in one?
No, well, if it's not a real golf course, it doesn't count as a
Well,
hole
it is
in
a
one.
real golf course. Thank you. Please, it's outside back here.
Thunderdome Golf Course.
Yeah, it's 2 holes.
There's the tee
Two
box.
2 holes, 1 tee box.
We get tired after 2. We got to.
Well, and we're not walking to. Here he is.
That was yesterday.
Was it really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Every day he has one of those. Golf gods are not blessing old Foxy.
No, not at all.
How many
can
do
we
you
get
hit
the
a day?
greens master out here?
A small
Good
bucket is about
Lord.
50 balls.
Those greens
Yeah.
got craters in it. It looks like the fake moon.
Yeah,
I think the turf needs sand.
I'll
I'd
get
say-
Russ on it. We need to get those treated with
Guy's
some
name's
sand.
Russ Green. Handles the greens, celebrity
Yeah.
greens. He's great. He came out here 2 days, had the boys on it.
Yep.
We got 2 back here.
Gosh,
We got 2 back here, Bubba.
that's disgusting.
I know. I saw him when we came in.
All right, quick.
Something like
So
that.
you're gonna hit some? Sweet. You have your clubs?
No, but I can. Yeah, I think I do actually. We just landed, so yeah, I got them.
Okay.
Boom.
All right,
Guys,
that's where we're headed. Look for a video here in a matter of moments of Bubba probably putting one in here, if I had to guess. Quick predictions. Tonight's games, NHL. Panthers, Hurricanes.
Panthers.
Timberwolves, Thunder.
Oh my gosh, this is a good one. I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. I think it's going to be Timberwolves.
Yep.
Okay. That's in Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
Anthony
7.5
Edwards
point
is a beast.
He's a dog.
It's a real deal.
He's
And I'm
old
not
school.
saying that Oklahoma
Georgia
City
guy.
doesn't have a dog, but he is. This guy's on fire. I'm telling you, he's kin to Michael Jordan somehow.
He's awesome to
They
watch.
they look alike.
dog.
And they play.
Yeah,
Very
they jump
similar.
alike. They're
Yeah, he is. And he is an old school player. You know, you talk to J.R. Smith, talked to us, golfer. J.R. Smith.
yeah.
He's trying to.
went back to college, you know.
Yeah, he's in college currently. He's a senior. He's a captain of the team, I think. He's trying to get down to a 0. He said by the end of the season, he'll probably be scratch golfer or whatever, try to qualify for the U.S. Open. He absolutely loves the game.
Yeah.
He said for Anthony Edwards, like, they need to just let him do mid-range, take to the rack, do whatever the hell he wants as opposed to overcoaching him. He's like an old school player. I think that's why all the OGs love Anthony Edwards. And I think that's why we, competitors, athletes, love Anthony Edwards, too. It's like he's a dog. He can lead that team.
Yeah.
But that Oklahoma City place.
Randall's not too bad either, though. Randall's helped
Yeah.
him
Oh,
out.
yeah.
Randall's helped him out quite a bit.
Let's go to the Knicks fan, Matt Brown. Hey, Bruce, how do we feel about Julius Randle playing for the Minnesota Timberwolves?
Absolutely love him. He's one of my favorite Knicks players of all time. He came here when no free agents wanted to go to the New York Knicks, and he basically built us into what we are today. Wish nothing but the best for him. And I do think that as a number 2 option behind Ant Edwards, they can take the Thunder to 7 games and maybe get it done.
Okay, we got even a prediction from Bruce. I like that. I like everything about that. How do you feel about Pacers Knicks?
I'm going Pacers, and the reason why I'm going Pacers
August
is because
15th, live event out here.
Boom.
because Halliburton is unbelievable. Like, it's unorthodox. It doesn't look right, but it gets done.
Yes.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
He's flashy.
Yeah.
Flashy runs, showman. He's got merch at www.shop.com right now.
But it reminds me of
Hopefully it
oh
comes.
gosh, Sean Marion. Remember when he used to shoot
Oh, yeah.
3-pointers? It didn't look right, but he's like, yeah, he would make it. That's about what it looked like.
Good shot.
That's what it looked like. He made
Hope
it.
you're happy, Bubba.
Right here.
Hope you're happy, Bubba. That's on you.
I can't believe that happened.
Jeez.
Damn.
Thanks a lot,
That was
Bubba.
more Cat Williams, I think.
All right, Bubba. He
Cat
was
Williams.
knocking those down.
It moved
Yeah, he's
to-
got buckets.
Check back, chest pass, splash with lethal. Cat Williams is a shooter. Right
He's
now.
got
Really?
Yes. You better watch if he comes to golf. When's that thing? December?
Did you lower the goal?
No, he's.
Cat Williams, he got him up there.
Oh, yeah.
Was he lethal shooter? Was that what?
Yeah.
Isn't he short?
He's
Yes.
That's why I was just asking. That's a fair question.
No, it's not. Cat
was not
Williams is a beast. He was with Lethal. You know Lethal Shooters? Oh, Bubba.
Content creator.
He
he's
would
a
put.
bucket.
He would make a. He makes like little gummy bears into like the top of water bottles. That's how good of a shooter he is.
Really?
Yes, real deal. You should look him up.
I'm looking him up.
Lethal shooter.
Lethal shooter.
He should focus on golf. I think he'd probably be able to figure that out.
Sounds like it might be too late.
Who do you think is best sport that turns into golfers naturally? Hockey players, I think, very good. Shooters in basketball, normally pretty good.
Baseball.
Yeah, baseball. Pitchers.
Smoltzy.
Yeah, Smoltzy. Yeah.
They're always in it at Tahoe.
Mark Mulder.
They always have time off. They
That
throw
too.
what once every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Good point. Yeah.
Here's Lethal Shooter's last one. Toothpick into a straw. I understand it now. He misses on purpose. Then he makes it.
Oh,
So second try.
It's always, I understand it now.
Impressive.
Dane doesn't.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, Lethal Shooter, welcome to the world. And we're going to go do a trick shot out back where you're going to make
do
a
it.
75-yard shot.
Hell yeah.
In the rain, in the wind. You're not a real golfer. You
First
said.
take.
Boom.
That'd be awesome.
That would be so cool.
dude, perfect.
I'm standing now. Yeah.
AJ, you think first take for Bubba?
Yeah,
No.
absolutely. I mean, I don't know what the conditions are like there, but I assume he can work it out.
It's drizzling. It's a little breezy.
It was gusted when we came in today.
It's Indiana. You need to know that for August 15th through 17th, it's going to be windy here.
Yep.
Always windy here in Indiana. I was a punter drafted out here.
Oh, you were?
Yeah. So played for the Colts. Punting, a lot of wind. Did not know that when I got here, it was just
Was
windy.
it indoors?
So we had a dome possibility, but Jim Irsay liked to showcase also that he could take that top off and the window off. So it actually became a wind tunnel. So I was considered a dome punter by other punters and kickers, but we potentially had the worst setup in all of football for about 3/4 of the season. So I got the dome in December, which was
Phenomenal.
great news. But it's always windy in Indiana because how flat it is.
So it created the eddy effect, the wind.
Is that what that's called?
Yeah, so at Augusta, when it comes down 13 and goes to 12 and 11, it creates an eddy effect. So like sometimes you feel it's downwind and then seconds later it's into the wind. So that's probably what happened.
Yeah,
eddy effect.
Eddie came into Lucas Oil fucking every time they opened that side window.
Exactly.
The Eddie effect was all about that thing. Is that 8 men you're talking about?
Yeah.
What? How'd you ever hit a hole in one down there?
No. I made one on a practice round on 16, but I've never made one in the tournament. Made one in the par 3 tournament.
Does that count?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's in the tournament. There's a trophy and everything. It counts.
Hell yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
My son, it was 67 yards, hole 4. My son goes, Dad, you don't have that shot. One hopped it and knocked it in. I said, hey, I got it now. And he goes,
Just a dramatic.
yeah, he's like,
He needs to do that every hole.
exactly.
We need a
got
kid on
this.
the bag. Dad, this ain't it.
This ain't you.
This is the worst hole. They're forcing you to play this course. It's not good for your play. All right, let's get out of here. Bubba, we appreciate you. Boys, great work today. AJ, great work. Tone over there and Hammer. Todd. Great work. Boys in the back. I can't wait to go watch him hit these balls.
Please make one, Bubba.
I can't wait to watch this.
Yeah.
Toast greens.
Tough greens, brother.
Yeah, they're barely green.
Tough greens. All right, be a friend, tell a friend something nice might change your life. We're in this thing together. Team on me.
Oh. I didn't know I was part of the team.
You fucking are, buddy. Aren't you trying to promote team stuff anyways?
Oh.
Team on me. You have anything to say?
No, go Goats.
Go Goats.
Go Goats.
Yes.
Sacrifice one.
Or two.
No.
Fuck it. 10 of them.
Yeah.
Whatever gets the goats on top. We hope that happens. Team on 3. 1, 2, 3. Team. Goodbye.